everyone. This is episode 166 with the low-hanging fruit. First one since I've gotten back from Europe. As you can tell throughout the whole episode, and I'm surprised that it's almost a week later, I lost my voice during the trip, and I've only just gotten some antibiotics now to try and clear it up. Sort of hinders my job as a voiceover artist, but yeah, it is what it is. Can't tell you what we talked about. It's a lot of crap. But yeah, like, share, follow, subscribe. Every time you like an episode, an angel gets its wings. Enjoy.
There are improvement works ahead, so this train will terminate at the next station.
Fake news, folks. Fake news.
How about that? Are you Muslim?
He should have been slapped as a child. He's a spoiled little Greek rat who's probably been treated like a prince.
I'm not a crook. I earned everything I've got.
That Lizzo. Oh, hey! There we go. Lizzo through? Lizzo through? Yeah. No, not Lizzo, sorry. What's her name? Cardi B.
Cardi B.
Cardi Downs. She's being charged. However, see the mic sold?
The what? The mic?
The production company that set up the stage
of course
took the mic and sold it for $150K. Yep. Just someone casually picked it up. That's the dumbest. I don't know what I'm doing with my life.
I sound like a toilet pole.
Yeah, 2 o'clock in the morning when you're aiming for the quiet side.
on long flush by accident. No, fuck.
You two are forgetting I've lived alone for 13 years. Who am I aiming for the quiet side for?
I'm just, I'll add just for the acoustics.
What's that
just
weapon?
For the acoustics for yourself. Just
no. You know you've got the silencer. Then you've got what's the other one?
Loudener.
Is it a loudener?
It's a muzzle brake. Muzzle brake, I think. Yeah,
and then the suppressor.
Yeah.
I had to say silencer. You had to say suppressor. You're a big man.
Suppressor.
Dude, I haven't eaten all day, man.
He says with a bunch of chips in his mouth.
I'm telling you. No. Serious, I was trying to explain to him.
Yeah.
Ever since I got back, like, we are gorged in Europe, yeah? Like, and it wasn't my fault. Every time you go to a relo's house, it's like, sit down, you got to eat.
Yeah, eat.
It's like, I don't want to eat. I just ate. No, you're going to eat again. I'm like, oh, fuck. So you're literally eating pork, like shredded pork off the spit at like midnight. Like, what am I doing? You know what I mean? Anyway, I just felt shit, like clothes weren't fitting, couldn't breathe, you know what I mean? And I was saying, since Sunday, I've tried to just not eat late, one meal and breakfast, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
Maybe a yogurt, water at night. I've lost like 2 kilos.
Yeah, that's good.
Dude, from in a week, less than a week.
I mean, when you're on holiday, it's hard to control that stuff because you're not in any sort of routine. You're visiting people. If when you're visiting, people, they're going to just be throwing curveballs at you the entire time. You can't stick to any kind of schedule or routine.
Yeah, but you know what annoys me is the forcefulness that they do it in.
Yeah.
It's with all good intentions.
Yeah, of course.
Like they only know how to welcome you by
But that's what hospitality is. That's old world hospitality,
I know,
man.
But when you're telling them it's midnight, 1 a.m., mate, I've been eating since 8 a.m., I'm done, I want to go home and sleep. No, sit down and have some yogurt. I'm like, what the fuck, yogurt? They bring out ice cream, you know what I mean? Yogurt covered in honey and fucking cinnamon.
Ooh.
You got some muesli with that?
Cinnamon and honey.
Do you know what they have? They have Freddo cappuccinos, like coffees. It's the newest thing. It's been going for about a year or two. Freddo cappuccino, and then, so it's like a Freddo coffee, like a espresso.
Isn't that just a mocha?
Nah, because there's no chocolate in it. There's no chocolate in a kappa.
You said Freddo?
Yeah.
So they put
It's like espresso coffee.
So
but it's not a mocha.
This is the standoff.
Lengthened?
In fucking how many episodes? This is the longest standing point of confusion.
But there's no. But wouldn't that just make it a mocha? I don't understand.
All right, I'll Google
No,
the
you're
fucking
thinking
thing.
of Freddo's in like a Freddo frog.
Yeah.
No, a coffee, you dickhead.
Freddo's means cold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the coffee type is called Freddo.
Yeah,
It's
you can
like
get
is it like a short?
Freddo Espresso? You can get it one in Oakley if you want.
Oh, okay.
So is it like a cold espresso?
Yeah, like a tall sort of iced coffee cup.
Isn't that just a frappe?
Yeah, that's
Sort of.
No milk though.
No milk.
So
And then they dump the foam like from a kappa on top of that. It's bizarre. It's the biggest. It's the in vogue. Yeah.
okay.
But
sounds like a scam. Do you pay full price for that?
it's the same fucking
Sounds
price
like
of
a
coffee. Every
scam.
coffee in Greece.
Every coffee's a scam.
Every coffee in Greece is like $2.
But at least you get milk, right? Like you're paying for the milk. Farmers need it. You're paying for water here.
Okay, do you understand how overpriced we are here?
Oh yeah.
Oh no, I get it, but
No. You realise it when you get back here.
I don't know. The collar expensive.
Because I remember sitting in Glyfade in Athens in an expensive part, and I'm looking at a club sandwich, and that's an expensive part of Athens, and the club was like $20, like as in when you AUD it was like €14 or something, right? And I'm like, well, that's $20. So I looked up there and then. I looked up Vanilla's prices for a club. It's like 26.
Yeah. It's it used to be 22.
It's like
That's
25, 26.
Tough times, man.
And I'm like, this is even more expensive than Melbourne. Like,
Yeah.
what do you mean?
That's bull, man.
The only thing is that their wages are shit house compared to ours.
Yeah.
So if you go to Greece with the intent that you're paying Melbourne prices, then you know what to expect. But that's expensive. But if you go for a pack of smokes, like I was talking to someone in Greece yesterday, talking about the exchange and all that, and I said, listen, man, in Greece with €5, you can go to a kiosk, buy a pack of darts, buy a bottle of water, buy a lighter, and still have change for €5. Melbourne pack of darts is $50.
Yeah.
$50. I'm like, would you pay 50? Okay, would you
And then
pay
the thing is-
€30?
And then the thing is, well, you got change left over. Here, you're then getting charged another 1%
Yeah.
for using your card.
Yeah, and I
you
said,
don't even have change.
And that's what I was saying. Would you pay €30 for a pack of smokes? Like, what are you out of your mind? Who would charge that much? You come to Melbourne, see what's going on.
Yeah.
You go to a survey, you're going to pay $50 for a pack
You're
of
going to
darts.
pay to kill yourself. What can I say?
It's the point. It's a point of reference, man.
Wait, do the governments control cigarettes in other countries as well?
Yeah,
Oh, so they
tax. Yeah, but there's no way the government would ever be able to increase taxes any more than they have on smokes. Dude, everyone in Greece smokes.
Yeah, but everyone in all the other countries.
Can you still get
smoke.
cigarettes through duty free?
You can't bring them here.
Can't you buy them at the airport
No,
anymore?
you can. But
Can you? I didn't see them when I came through.
No, you can. You just can't.
Bring them.
You can't bring them in. Are you talking about the airports at other countries?
No, like I don't know, like just in general. Like I know you used to be able to buy like cartons of like cigarettes.
Yeah, you
through
can
duty
still do-
free,
yeah.
international.
Yeah.
So say you buy in Dubai or in Athens through the airport.
Of course you can.
As long as it's in that duty free bag, you can bring it back in.
No, you can bring it back in, but you can only declare one pack of smokes, like 20 sticks.
Oh, really?
Anything else, you have to pay the tax on it as if you were paying for it here.
Wow.
Yeah. And they won't even let you buy it. In Malaysia, when we landed in Malaysia, like when I went like 6 years ago, both the other guys I went with smoked. So we landed and one of them bought a carton straight off the bat. Like, what are you doing, man? We're here for like 8 days. Like, yeah, man, watch this go. Like, yeah, this is paradise. Like, you're fucked. So he burnt through them in like a day.
Yeah.
Like a carton of smokes. Just one after the other.
Up to your hand.
Starts turning yellow. You're right.
Sorting out at dinner.
Dude, literally. I'm like, all right. But then on the way back, we all got the idea to buy smokes. And I found Lucky Strikes. I'm like, oh, I'm going to buy a carton of Lucky Strikes. They wouldn't even sell us a carton because we'd gone through security, passport control. So we're in the part of boarding. So theoretically, if you're in that area, you're leaving.
Yeah.
And they require a passport if you're buying smokes.
Really?
Yeah, or alcohol. Yeah, I remember the woman behind the counter. She's like, where are your passports? Like, where are you off to? I said, Australia. She's like, oh, no. We can't sell you a carton. I'm like, why? Because you won't be able to declare them going through.
What if I just smoke them on a plane?
In the toilet, just put bubble gum over the sensor so the alarm doesn't go off.
Well, that's ridiculous. I told you, like, when I was in Hawaii, man. I told you how I was in Hawaii. And
I didn't know you were in Hawaii, John.
We thought you were in Rosebud.
No, it was the second week. When I was there, did I say last time?
You're
I can't remember.
such a dickhead. We thought you were in Rye.
I told you how, like, I go to the APC shop and it's like, oh, you know,
Oh, yeah.
you know, you can, like, they got shelves and shelves of drugs, like, no qualms about just throwing them at you at like $1, like a bottle.
Take it.
Yeah, just take it.
No, I don't have any money. Just take it.
Just take it. Yeah.
What? All drugs?
At like anything you can buy over the counter, but the stuff that you would get there, you'd have to get them with a prescription.
Yeah. Like,
Oh, okay.
Like
Yeah.
you got the ibuprofen and all that stuff.
Yeah, I
still.
did that in
Not
Greece.
ibuprofen.
no, I'm trying to think of the
the
word
one
as well.
that.
The one that got banned over the counter.
Yeah, they still got it there.
The one that people get addicted to, the painkiller. You know?
Codeine.
That's
They're
it.
still selling codeine over the counter there, and I'm just so okay, I'll bring it up, and it's like
I think I have hay fever. Yeah, here's some codeine. What?
Hay fever.
It's like $15. Okay, do you have some ID for that alcohol? I'm like, are you serious? Like I've literally just bought all, like they're just throwing drugs at you.
You know what? Just give me 3 more packs of codeine.
You just 3 more bags of codeine. Here's that ID.
You got asked for ID?
Yeah, I did.
You don't look under 18, under 21.
No, there they ask you no matter how old you are.
Hello, little boy. Hi. I'd like 15 packs of codeine, please. Oh, and a bottle of beer. Yeah, we're going to need your ID for that one.
No, seriously, like the drugs
We
are
look
dirt
good.
cheap there. Dirt cheap. And the alcohol is ridiculously expensive.
I bought an inhaler when I was in Santorini. I lost one. One was running out. So I'm like, I need one of these. The prescription only, but I went to the chemist anyway. Like, hey, man, can you give me one of these? He's like, oh, I don't know. I'm like, look, man, I'm traveling through Europe for the next 5 weeks. I can't be caught with that one. Yeah, better. We give you 2.
He's just like, I can't believe you.
Yeah, that's it. No questions asked. I'm like, yeah, sweet.
Did you have to bring, you're not on any medication, are you? Other than your inhaler?
I was actually, I've,
It opens up a script.
I've got one of those jackets like the guys at Times Square, just like pills in the sides. What you want? I got codeine. I got Profum. Dickhead. No.
Because now you if you're traveling, especially to America, I think it's the same for Europe as well. You got to bring like a list of all your prescriptions.
Are you joking?
Yeah,
Dude.
I'm serious.
I had never left the country with more medication on me because I was sick, that week before. But they couldn't give me anything because it was viral. So they gave me something else. I can't remember what it was. I was on the medication for my toes, that fungus thing, right? That's finally gone, thank God. Yeah, I know. It's a new day.
But I'll be back.
You haven't heard the end of me, Mr. Typhus.
Why am I toe itchy?
There's a shadow that's been cast.
You know that ad when they open up the toenail and all the little guys are in there?
I can't even do voices, man. My fucking voice is cooked. So I had them in the pack. I had, those plastic, but this guy's gone. The plastic bags, the see-through bags? Yeah. I had a bag of them filled with pills.
Okay.
I had codeine on me.
You get stopped every
dude, I had Mesindol, codeine, actual codeine. I'm like,
I
I'm going to
haven't had
need this.
Mesindol in ages.
Yeah. I'm going to need this, fucking codeine.
Yeah.
What else? I had sleeping pills.
Yeah.
Oh, because of the flu that I had, I couldn't sleep because of my throat. So they gave me sleeping pills. They said, take one, get some sleep, and then see if you can keep on without taking any more. Fuck it, I'll take it with me anyway. Dude, I never got stopped once.
But did you have to bring that list?
List.
Apparently you got to bring a list.
List.
If you're on prescriptions, you got to it's got to be issued by your doctor, and it's got to have a list of everything because
John.
you're carrying them with you. Probably
John,
with Europe, but they don't care so much.
I
don't
had
know.
14 flights, 15
Yeah.
flights in 5 weeks.
Yeah.
I didn't get stopped once
Yeah.
for the pills. Not once. I got stopped for a bottle of water. I got stopped because I just looked sketchy.
He's got a bag of drugs.
Like,
that water's more than 300 mil.
Goes through the x-ray. What do you got in there?
Tackle
You got pills in there?
You're not allowed to take any water at all.
Yeah, I know.
You got to pour it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. That made me laugh. Just watching people buy water, then having to turf it. Like, just pour it out, refill it later. No. It's like, well,
Just drink it.
Yeah, too much
Why are you pouring it
I
out?
literally was sculling like a litre of water before I got on the plane.
Now toilets on the plane.
It's
That's the whole point.
Now boarding, you're like, fuck, I need a piss.
Yeah, but I haven't got the phobia of the toilet like you do.
Well, only for shit.
Really?
Yeah,
Incidentally,
I can piss. It's fine.
in all the flights I had, I think I used a toilet maybe once on a plane.
Oh, no.
I did, however. I thought of you dickheads.
Of course you did.
I had a Mercy Dash.
Oh, on a plane.
Nah.
Oh.
Nah. In the most arid place you ever think a Mercy Dash would ever happen.
In a desert.
Close enough, Morocco.
No.
Yeah, I actually thought of you pricks when I got back in the car.
Yeah.
I was on my way to do the camel rides or some shit.
Yeah.
And earlier in the day, it was like day 3. Man, my stomach, like when I've traveled in the past, my stomach is played up because of my anxiety, right? But not necessarily because of the foods I eat, right? I avoid milk, but everything else is good. Because of my anxiety, my stomach would play up. No anxiety anymore, like not how it used to be. So
Hold on a second. You're heaving into the mic. Move the mic a little bit.
me,
Him.
Sorry. I'm breathing heavy. I'm enthralled in his story.
I love it. I always get the blame for it. It's not me.
I wasn't blaming.
It's always me you blame.
No one's blaming anyone.
Always blaming you in this one.
Not blaming him. I'm just letting him know.
Is that you've been told? You've been told by.
I'm saving you some editing.
Thank you. I'm going to have to edit this anyway. I'm not editing shit.
Wait,
no, I'm leaving this.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway.
I thought all our podcasts were raw.
What are those
raw.
black... what?
What?
Say what now?
So what? Black? What?
No, continue story.
He said black. I heard you say black. What are those black?
No, I'm colorblind. I was looking at the things over there.
You're fucked. All right. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. Yeah. So day 3 or something of Morocco. I've been eating the local food, totally fine, like no dramas, loved it. And then I thought, you know what? Maybe we'll just start walking back into the central area. We're in a side street. People are eating here. Like, fuck it, I'll just get some local food. Same dishes, just served from a local joint as opposed to a tourist joint.
Yeah.
Motherfucker says to me, because it was a long wait for some reason, it's fucking 40 degrees, I'm dying, 45 plus. Finally gives me the food and he goes, oh, there's a gift in here for you as well. I'm like, gift? I didn't ask for a gift. No, all right, thanks, bye. I get back to my room, the fucking bag is leaked, and it's like leaked all over the bottom of my tee that I just put on for the first time, and my shorts that I just bought like 3 days earlier. Like, what the fuck is leaking? Open the bags up. It was like a pack of lentils, like a stewed lentil, casserole lentil dish. That was the gift. I got a free thing of lentils. I'm like, you cunts. Like, this has literally gone over my clothes and stained them. I only just got the stains out like a week ago, like when I landed. Anyway, fine. I eat it, whatever. Meal's fine. Definitely different.
Lentils, Tim, lentils.
Yeah. And then get in the cab to go out to this camel ride. And like, as soon as I got in the cab, like I felt my stomach just kicking over. I'm like, this doesn't feel good. Like this is not normal. I was expecting some, what's it called? What's a bleed? Like when you transition to something, I was expecting some sort of transitional over, like a crossover, but with the gastrointestinal shit. And, this guy's laughing. What are you laughing at?
He's all over it today.
He's a mess because he hasn't got his donut.
Oh!
See? Got some chips?
Nah, I'm good.
Okay.
I had sushi tray
There's
for
a
lunch.
donut in the cup. He's been drinking it.
Donut flavoured gaff.
All right. So I get in this cab thing, like a minivan. I'm like, all right, this does not feel right. I do not feel well. This is going to come out both ends. Like, I feel fucked. Driver doesn't speak any English, right? He speaks French and Arabic and Berber, but doesn't speak English. I'm like, fuck me. Pull out the fucking translator, like Google Translate. Like, bro. And in like French, I said, man, I need a bathroom. I'm going to be sick. So he's like pulled over, like,
Not in my car.
yeah. And he pulls over in like a servo, right?
Just fucking boots him out of the back.
Yeah, and I'm like, okay, servo, like, cool. But then he's pointing like left to it. He goes, over there. I'm like, where? And it's a Moroccan cafe. I didn't see anyone drinking coffee. Like, the entire time I was there, everyone drinks tea. So they called it a cafe, but he goes, in there. I'm like, this building's ominous. Just this square building next to a servo. I go in. All you could see, it was dark. It was the roof was like 10 meters high. All like tile and wood and shit. Filled with men. And it just stunk of smoke. Like ciggy smoke. I had not seen a single person smoking on the street up until that point. I'm like, this can't be good, man. I don't assume they have luxurious facilities, you know, with white porcelain and high shiny mirrors. Like, right. Stop.
He gets in there, some guy's just smoking on the toilet. You need this?
Dude, I fucking get the girl. I go, excuse me, the toilet. She goes, oh, over there. She points like around the corner. I go around this wall partition thing. And it literally just looks like an abandoned subway tunnel, like just small, dark, tiley walls. And I'm looking around, like, where the fuck is this lead to? I'm like, looking around, and I see this like left, right. I go in, I see like a basin, like a vanity, you know, with a mirror and sink, I'm like, okay, so I must be on the right trail. Turn another corner, and it's just pitch black. I'm like, where is his toilet, dude? Pitch black, stinks of smoke, dark.
Suddenly hears,
Do you want to play a game? I'd like to play a game with you. No, you hear the little...
Tim's like, listen, man, I'm going to shit myself. If you want to clean it up.
Dude, I look up, I'm like, where is his toilet? And eventually there's a door. I open it, and it's just like, the room was actually, it was a decent sized room.
Ceiling to floor marble.
I wish, man, this toilet was like out of Indiana Jones or something.
Oh, yeah.
Like dead set. I was like,
crossover booby traps.
the toilet itself wasn't bad. Like the toilet itself was actually fine, but it was dark. The lights didn't work.
Yeah.
The lights didn't work. Like, how does anyone take a piss in here without hitting the wall? Lights didn't work. No toilet paper, nothing. I'm like, nah, bro. I back it back out. Girl fucking comes up. I find the girl. I go, paper, like serviettes, anything? And she's like, oh, so she gives me like a stack of fucking ones. I'm like, what am I going to do with this? I'm like, I run back. Thank fuck I had, the packs of tissues.
Yeah.
I'd been carrying them because I'd gotten a blood nose because of the heat. So I had them. Dude, like most satisfying release ever. But the whole time, all you could hear was like men muttering under their breaths because it was just like an auditorium. All the noise was just coming through.
Yeah,
and it stunk of ciggies. Like people have been smoking in there since the cigarette was actually created.
Do the toilets in Morocco, are they similar to the ones in Dubai where they got the little hose and you can...
The bidet? No.
Like, it's like a little hose attachment to the actual
Have you
toilet.
heard his story?
No, I'm just
It
wondering.
sounds like an outhouse.
But it was all subterranean.
He goes to flush. Where's the flush?
You felt like Indiana Jones going down like tunnels, like looking for something.
In terms of journey or in terms of work agenda?
Work agenda. Oh, the new one. No. The journey. Dude, it was fucked. It was like out of the 1700s. Like it was so fucked up. I finally made my way out, washed my hands, and just booted the fuck
He
out.
gets to the Moroccan toilet, they, them. Fuck!
There are no they thems in Morocco, I'll tell you that right now, man. It's as old world as you can get.
Execute him.
It's just dead. Can you imagine that? Passport control. It's like, what is your first name, sir? I'm actually they, them. Of course you are. And then just like...
Please run through this. It doesn't take it. Please, through this room.
Puts them on the conveyor belt. Bye-bye.
He looks like that old man from The Simpsons when he buys the monkey claw. He's got that turban with the one eye. You'll be sorry. But yeah, I had that moment. That was really good. Actually, interesting, talking about toilets. There was one other moment in Marrakesh when I actually thought of this idiot, like 100%. I thought of you with the Mercy Dash. I thought of you with this other one thing. I stayed in a riad. A riad is like a house that's been made up as a hotel. So it's done in like the traditional Roman Greco style where like the roof's open, there's water in the middle.
Nice.
Yeah, they always say stay at a riad, then stay at a hotel. So I stayed in a riad, and the first day when I got there, my room was decent size. The room itself was probably as big as this studio is and probably a bit more on the end. I go through, I open the door to the central bit where the bathroom vanities, faucets are, sink and stuff. Cool. Then I open the door to the bathroom and I walk in and it's just a big tub in the middle, right? Toilet in the corner. But right against the wall, there's a big mirror just like beaming back at you. And it's skylight with natural light coming in. And I just pictured this guy walking in like a toga or a robe. And then just dropping it and climbing into the tub. I swear to God, I looked in the mirror, I looked at the tub, and then I just heard your voice. Hey, buddy.
Hey, buddy.
Thus endeth Morocco. But yes, I lost my voice like the second week. I think part due to like exhaustion, part due to all the transit, changing like environment every 2 seconds, and the air conditioning, man. It was 40 plus degrees every day.
Yeah.
So everywhere you went was going to be air conditioning inside. So once you left and you quickly run and get back inside, just the constant in and out, in and out. But yes.
So Morocco was nice.
I recommend Morocco. I'd love to go back and see more of the actual other cities. I only got to see Marrakesh. I did a day trip out to the desert. That was, dude, the day trip out to the desert. I'm surprised there aren't more games based there, like video games.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like any type of video game. You could do a Tomb Raider game there. You could do like a COD. You could do like a Far Cry. You know what I mean?
Mm.
This is the landscape. Like, it's all desert. Then you got like the old towns, and then you've got new buildings and shit every now and then. But it's very rare.
Okay.
Is it dangerous in the desert?
I didn't see anything to be scared of.
What are you thinking of that's dangerous
Like,
first?
as in natural disaster wise, like the heat stroke or sand.
Well, it's 45 degrees.
Yeah. So there's no like cases of people just like
There's no mummies
dead on the
coming from the sand.
but I never went at night.
Well, then.
The locals told me to stay
I
inside.
asked about the valley on the left, and they just shooed me away back into the truck.
Cold shiver.
Yeah.
In 45-degree heat, mind you.
Yeah. No, other than heat. Look, man, I was on quads. I was on a quad bike through the desert for like, I don't know, an hour or whatever. It was warm. It was hot. As long as you're moving, you're fine. Then when you stop and you're just like stagnant, that's when it hits you.
He hears Bear Grylls in his head. All right, I've got to piss on my T-shirt, wrap it around my head.
Is that actually a thing?
Yeah.
Fuck off.
He was in the desert. He did it.
The guys are just looking at him like, what the hell's wrong with this guy? You want some water? I got water.
The camel's carrying some.
You got a whole esky.
Piss on a T-shirt and wrap it around your head.
You ever watched...
No.
Bear Grylls all right, man. There's some good stuff in there.
He was in the desert surviving, and he was like in an emergency situation.
You know what? No, hang on. All right. This in the desert surviving with like 20 camera crew, standby producers, RV, you know what I mean? Like a mobile palace. How is it survival?
Well, no, that's not always the
If
case.
he's got a Wi-Fi signal or a camera crew, he's not surviving.
It wasn't always
If he
the
has
case.
running electricity, he's not surviving.
It wasn't always the case. There were times
You tell me
where
they literally dumped him and said, all right, see you on the other side, mate.
he's got a new show that you can watch where they literally dump people on an island. No technology, no nothing. No assistance. They give the people who have applied cameras and they film everything. That's it.
Sure.
What do you mean, sure?
That's not humanly, it's not even like, you can't.
You're signing waivers. It's all right. You're in an island in the middle of nowhere. There's no laws there.
He died. He signed a waiver. It's okay.
It's different if you do it in a country. It's different when you do it on an island in the middle of nowhere.
Where did they dump him?
I've got no idea.
All right, I'm looking this up. I don't buy it. No, as in like, there's got to be some production value behind
Bear
it. Like,
Grylls Island Adventure.
what the name of the show? Island Adventure.
No, I actually don't remember what it's called.
That sounds like
It was Hello Kitty's Island Adventure.
Adventure of Bear Grylls takes contestants to a remote Pacific island. Remote. How remote is it?
There's nothing there.
What island do they use on Bear Grylls? Isla Gabrelion.
The thing with a lot of
It's
the
in
Bear
Panama.
Grylls stuff, the thing with a lot of Bear Grylls stuff is he does have a crew with him, but the information isn't any less important. I don't know, like informative just because he has a crew with him. Why he's teaching you survival skills.
Yeah.
He's not doing survival there.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
he's teaching you how to survive.
Of course. The guy's wringing out a T-shirt of urine into a cup, showing you how to drink it, and cut. And then he's like, bah! And he's got the mouthwash. He's got mouthwash.
He did drink the piss at one point.
Are you kidding?
Yeah. He said in an absolute emergency, but it's not recommended.
But he wasn't in an emergency.
No, but he's showing you how to survive.
How to drink his own urine.
He showed you as well how to, I think it was kill an animal and eat a
He showed you
tar or
everything.
something.
Yeah.
Necessary.
It's hard.
Is it
showed you
necessary
how
to drink my own
How to
urine?
find water in the desert was an interesting one. That was pretty
No,
cool.
but I do it anyway because it's sterile and I like the taste.
It's got tang.
Okay, there's a question. Would you drink your own urine to survive?
No, it's not. You're not supposed to do.
What do you mean?
It's like, it doesn't really help. It's like an absolute last resort that you just need moisture in your mouth or something. But it's not, you're not supposed to do it.
There's nothing in it that's good.
Okay, you're at the last resort. That's my whole point.
Well, then, yeah.
I just asked the question, would you do it? You're like, no. I'm like, but you're
Well,
at...
if it's absolute last resort, yes, but it's probably going to dehydrate you in the long term.
Because
more,
isn't it
salty.
vacating all toxins in your
Yeah.
body anyway?
You're
So it's just
drinking
full
the
of
bad
toxin.
shit.
Yeah.
Back into your system with salt. So essentially, you're making
salt.
yourself more dehydrated.
Get hatched.
And why would you drink it?
Again, you found shelter. Maybe it's going to like buy you an extra hour or something, but in the long term, it'll dehydrate your body.
So knowing that you'll only get an extra hour, would you drink it?
That 1 hour might get you to that dude that's selling those tyres out in Oasis.
The guy's crawling, like red from the sun, just like gone, just shriveled up. Drinks a swig, and then just so happens a lorry just drives by. Meep, meep. Yeah, it's like,
You need some water.
dude, Muhammad's tires. The second he's drunk it. It's not like he even got an extra hour forward. Literally drank it and then drove past him.
Oh, man.
Wouldn't you feel like a dickhead if that happened?
Oh, yeah.
I'd be pretty happy to see someone at that point.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't want to be the guy that
You got
turns
water?
up.
I got lentils. No. I'm okay. I'll keep crawling.
Next try. Doesn't even pick you up. You just keep crawling. Cuts a fuck. Dude, the whole trip, I was actually, I got down a bit when I got back because I was taking notes of all this stuff because I did one episode on my own when I was in Santa's. I only went for like 15 minutes or so. It was just a touch base thing. And I kept saying, I'll do another one, but I just didn't get time. I actively kept taking notes of stuff that happened over the trip. And then when I got back, I looked at the notes. I'm like,
I can't decipher this.
the notes make sense. But I'm just looking at it like, did I even enjoy myself? Is this all shit that just pissed me off?
Yeah.
Did I have any happy memories or happy experiences? Here's stuff that's getting me angry.
Hotel gave me diarrhea.
It wasn't a hotel. It was a restaurant.
It's a restaurant.
Oh,
In a side street.
but that's what I was saying about the antibiotics.
Yeah.
So, this guy's laughing. What?
Yeah, go on.
Go on. My stomach fucked up for 10 hours. After that, I didn't have any runs or anything, but my stomach was in a constant state of cramping. So it felt like I needed to go, but I didn't, right?
Do you reckon it was the lentils?
No, 100%.
But lentils in themselves, there's nothing like...
Whatever it was.
Fiber, aren't there? A lot of
Yeah,
it's
but
fiber.
there's nothing in them that's like... what's the word?
It's the sauces that go with it.
What's the stuff that...
Iron, zinc,
no, the poisoning, food poisoning, what's it called?
E. coli.
That's on eggs, like if you leave your eggs...
Salmonella.
There's not like there's salmonella or stuff like that goes...
Whatever
with
that
eggs.
snake
It
oil
bleeds.
salesman sold me.
Snake oil.
I'm sure it was the spices and sauces with it.
That American.
He's laughing behind the counter.
It's like I got him.
I gave you a present.
Yeah.
It's not even
I
American.
tipped the guy as well, but yeah, thank you very much.
You get back to him. You gave me the shits. Yes, that's normal for you.
It's normal.
Yes, you went after the number 3 special.
Number 3. Number 1, number 2, this
You
is number
pointed at
3.
number 3. It's the Tutti Frutti explosion, no? You wanted a full clean out.
Why does he sound? No, my whole point was that my stomach was, this guy's dying on his own. You're
This is comedic suicide for him. He's killed himself.
Yeah, bad. He doesn't bomb on stage, he just bombs on his chair.
Can you imagine just him doing stand-up?
Just picturing the miscommunication. He's like, "Oh, what can I have you, my friend?" And Dim's pointing to the. It's like four things on. Dim's clearly pointing at 4. The guy misunderstands for 3. And what would you like your side? Same thing. And you go back. No, clearly you ordered the number 3.
1 lentil explosion.
And that doesn't trigger me at all. Like, what was that? Nothing.
Why do you
Have
think
some fruit.
Why do you think it leaks? It covers up all the stains.
Dude, it was fucked. But, yeah, my stomach was in a constant state of cramping. If I just forgot about my stomach, I was fine. I wouldn't go to the toilet all day. I did day trips in Madrid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I drove 350 Ks without a toilet stop. It's fine. But I was just in constant pain.
Yeah.
So I called my auntie. When I got back to Greece, I stayed like in the Mornington Peninsula sort of area. And, sorry. And I called my auntie. I said, listen, do me a favor. I go, I'm getting off the train at this time. I'm going to be there over the weekend. It's near her house. I go, do me a favor. Can you give me a doctor's appointment for the Monday? What's wrong? So I explained it to her. She's like, what happened to your stomach? I'm like, well, this, and that. Okay, cool, Monday. Then she calls me back. She's like, hey, fuck Monday. You're not going to do the weekend like this. Right where you get off, there's a doctor's office, like a sort of thing of health. Just go straight there off the train and we'll get you sorted. I'm like, all right, sweet. I go, what happened? I explain it. Doctor's like, yeah, cool. Touch this, poke that. Bit of pain, whatever. Cool. Here's some drugs. Should fix you right up. Cool. So another antibiotic like prescription that I was running around with. So literally, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I took dude, from that point, every local house that I went to, from there on out, every single relative, why are you laughing? Nah, what is it? It's a doozy. Like, I know it's a doozy.
No, I just thought it's stupid. Like, the doctor's like poking you in the stomach. You're like, and then it's like, is it sore? Oh, yeah, a little bit. Did you have lentils?
Dude, literally, there's these 3 middle-aged women just poking me with a stick. Like, yeah. But
very effective.
How about now? No. How about now? No.
How about
I actually feel better.
And then every house I went into, like all my aunties from that point on, my cousin's house, it's like, what's this I hear about your stomach? Like, what, man? I swear to God. It's like, what'd you do? Like, dude, and I kept repeating the same fucking story over and again. Man, I ate something funny in Morocco, a bug, whatever was left over. I don't have the runs. I go, I'm fine. Just a bit, discomfort. That's it. You sure? Like, they're just, dude, every single house.
What's
for the next 2 weeks?
What's the perception of like Morocco in Greece?
I think Greeks from Greece have a better perception about it because they're close and there's more chance people have gone. But Greeks from here think it's like a hash den like
that's what I was
people smugglers / gypsies. Dude, most civilized place I've ever seen. They're moderate Muslims, so there's no alcohol, there's no smoking on streets, like it's clean.
They're all about hospitality too.
Everyone's
that's the whole thing.
Friendly as fuck.
Yeah.
Streets are clean, dude. Dude, at Greece, I'm literally walking around looking for someone to throw like a wrapper away. Couldn't find a single bin in a public space. Morocco, I found 3 in the span of like 20 meters.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I highly recommend. But yeah, I took one of these magic pills. I was walking around with cramps for like 10 days. Took one of these happy pills, literally went to sleep, woke up, I was like 98% better. Like,
nice.
100%.
Yeah.
How insane is it that that happens though? Like, you have like something so small and then literally every relative, everyone around you knows.
It's a chain, mate.
It
like
is
a chain
insane.
I'm like, what do you mean? I just got to the country. Like, how the hell have you already learnt about my stomach?
Last year, right? And this is I can relate so bad to this. Last year, I don't know if I told you guys, but like I had a sore left testicle, right?
No.
Did I mention
you never
this?
told
No.
us.
Okay.
How did this evade you?
All right, hang on.
I figured you would have come in here with like a slideshow ready to go.
So,
You kid, like show and tell.
now here's the diagram.
Yeah. Boys,
Before, after.
came from the doctor. This is what are you doing? And you've actually got your pants down. Like,
Someone have a look. Have a look at this.
Before, and this is where we're at today.
So it was like early last
It's
year,
okay,
right?
Mr. Andrew, I need you to actually hold your penis.
Yeah.
You sure? You sure?
Actually,
It already comes in that standing position.
there's a story tied to that at the doctor's. Anyway,
Do I want to hear this story?
so early last year, right?
Let's work our way through the first one. See how much editing I have to do, then we'll decide. We'll assess the situation.
So early last year, okay, I was working quite a bit. What are you doing?
He's reacting. I can just see a little bit of Griffin head with the Moroccan hat too.
The fairs.
Oh man! All right, yes. So,
All right, so early last year, I was working quite a bit from home, and I was always in a rush to when I was getting up or sitting down or whatever. And so over a couple of weeks, I noticed like a slight pain in the left testicle, and I was like, "Man, that's weird. Maybe it's just nothing. I'll forget about it for now." The pain was
It
gradually.
took you a week.
No, it was more than a week. It was probably over the course of like.
I was
3
going to say,
weeks.
the way you do your daily bodily inspections, that would have been apparent from the get-go.
Well, like I just assumed that I was
We've got
mashing
something
it.
resonating from Sector 5, column B, 33 pixel R, L.
Send the white blood cells. No, I just assumed like I was mashing it too hard, so I was trying to like ease up, and then And so, like, over the 3 weeks, I thought, oh no, this
Matching it.
Took you long enough to realise. I glanced.
Because I'm chewing on this potato. I didn't share it until the last word triggered. I'm like, what the fuck?
So, over the course of 3 weeks, I called my boss up and I'm like, listen, man, my ball's really sore. Like, I don't know what to do.
Who calls a boss up to say that? Are you serious?
Me?
Who calls their boss and says, hey, man, my balls are sore? How about just, I have a situation?
No.
Yes.
Isn't your missus a nurse?
No, she's worked in a hospital, though.
Oh. I was about to say.
So, she kept saying to me, she's like, go see a doctor, go see a doctor. I'm like, nah, it's fine, whatever. But there was a stigma in my head of, like, I don't want to go and have to drop my pants and be like, can you check out my balls?
I thought that'd be your favourite thing to do. I thought you'd tee it up with your birthday.
I'll tell you what, when I get to that part, I enjoyed it.
But his birthday. He purposely puts it off till it lands on his birthday. So he can go to the doctor.
I've got like a whipped cream.
You're disgusting.
Why do you have whipped cream?
So it's taken, 40 minutes, and you've gotten into cream on your balls.
So, speaking to my boss.
Mr. Andrew, I know it's your birthday and you see me at the doctor, but you needed to be holding your penis as I'm inspecting. You sure?
The funny thing, he's making a joke about it, but when I get there, you're going to be like, fuck. So
please continue.
So speaking to my boss is like, why are you mucking around with it? Just go to the doctor. I'm like, all right. So at the end of that 3rd week, I went to the doctor, I booked it in, and she's like, oh, what's going on? I said, look, the ball's really sore. I don't know what to do. The ball. And she's like, okay, cool. Let's have a look. So, like, in my head, I was like, what do I do here?
But you were prepared this time because you went in knowing that you were going to
I went in showered, for sure. And shaved.
Exfoliated scrub.
100%. There was not a hair
Bronzer.
Just moisturizer.
Even out the
No,
tan.
I couldn't use it.
I thought you had spares.
No, I don't have spares.
Oh,
just to even out the tan, he's got the bronzer on.
Why isn't he half shaved?
Just on the left side.
So I stand up.
Andrew, you ready for your inspection? Already shaved, and he's still got the razor with the hair on it. We didn't need to shave.
So, stand up.
Fuck, we're still getting
drop the Dax, and I was like, man, what do I do here? I don't want to be rude. So I grabbed it, like I grabbed the whole shaft in one of my hands and like lifted it up so it's out of her way, right? I was trying to be nice.
You're making it out like you're swinging a fucking...
well, this is the problem, right?
Like you're swinging a fucking pet food fucking cylinder. Like, are you out of your mind?
So she like went to the computer.
Andrew, perception is everything, yeah? Right? Perception. You're making it out like she had to duck out of the way. Yeah?
No.
Let's just calm down.
She moved.
To make you feel better.
Closed her eyes, put glasses on. She went back to her computer, and I don't know
the shit talking that these doctors do to their doctor friends.
Oh, 100%.
Like I had some clown come in today, lifted his shit like it was doing me a favour. I gave him a nod just to acknowledge the effort. Andy walks out all puffed up. 5 doctors are laughing behind his back at a bar.
He said to me, "What do you think?"
Continue.
Anyway, so she went to the computer. She was like typing some rubbish. I don't know. She was probably pretending. I was like dropping the Dax. I assume she was giving me some room to feel private until she
friends
came over. Yeah, and then I got this guy to drop his pants.
Office-wide memo.
CC.
Everyone.
We're
going to
tap into the CCTV right now.
We're going to take a photo.
He's a cleaner who used to work here like years ago.
Well, Tease, come over here. Okay.
Tease. All right, continue.
All right, so she checks it out. She's like poking it, touching it. She's like, is it sore? I'm like, it's okay.
What is that?
What is it? What the hell is that?
And then she's like, look, I think the best thing to do... She actually told me, mind you, she told me, she's like, you can let go of it. But at that point, it felt so awkward. I'm like, no, it's fine. I don't, I'll just...
Andy's holding it like a pet. You know what I mean? This is our purebred schnauzer we just got.
It can get a little bit aggressive sometimes. I'll keep it under control.
Oh my!
All right. So after a while, like she was touching it and stuff, and then she said, like, you know, just go. I think you should go get a
Andy, she wasn't touching you. She was examining
She was
you.
examining
Like
it.
you're making it out like you got felt up by a doctor.
I mean, she had her hand on, you know,
That's called examination.
It was cusped.
Yeah. Getting ready to clip him.
Ultrasound, yeah?
Ultrasound, thanks. That's what I was looking
That's
for.
a go-to.
Yeah. Because I said I don't want to do like any kind of weird scans on my balls, so you know, ultrasound's the go-to, right? So
What weird scans?
I don't want to do like a
Three of her
CT
friends.
scan on my balls or an X-ray or something on my balls.
Yeah, but in that area, I had to get one done on my lower body because the same thing happened to me. I had pain in my lower left nut as well. Turned out to be a hernia.
Now you have lower sperm count.
Doing the world a service.
So she booked it in, and I was like, man, you know. And then it started to hit me. I was like, what happens if I lose the ball? You know, like what happens if they tell me that it's, you know?
It's actually you got to take a tablet for the rest of your life if you lose
Oh, really?
a
For
ball.
what?
Because
imbalance.
hormone imbalance.
Yeah, right.
I don't know if it's what's the
I think it's the
hormone
HR.
replacement. Yeah, I think that
Yeah.
which on that. Yeah.
You got a pain. You're already thinking about losing it.
Oh yeah, I was
Yeah, of course
mentally
those things
preparing
run-
myself.
I thought the same thing too.
Wait, what was your problem?
Mine was a hernia.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, okay. Well, at least and then you got the operation, I'm assuming.
Oh no. It's like 4 years later I still got it.
Look at his face.
Anyway,
Don't go to him for advice.
no.
Continue.
You just see him every few minutes. Oh!
No, I don't have any. I have a flare up maybe once a year, and that's about it. I try very hard not to lift things.
That's like Mr. Wick. That's like Mr. Wick when he gets an arrow through his scrotum.
You're
He
right.
has like a week or two off work. Comes back, he's like, Mr. Wick, what are you doing back so soon? You're not ready to come back to work? Nonsense, Caddy. I feel perfectly fine. Sits down.
If I get the operation with the
I'm gonna
hernia
find that
operation,
clip.
I think it's a 6 to 8 week recovery time, and it's just like at the moment I
Yes.
can't do it at the moment.
Being a couch potato is just not part of John's jam.
No, it's not actually. I'm a very proactive person. Tim.
Just as he said that, wearing that fucking vest, do you know what he looks like? You know that ad for ANZ Home Loans or whatever, personal loans? And that guy sitting in his office, he tells everyone he's got to work on the loan, but he opens it up and it's like a vanilla slice or whatever it is.
Yeah.
That's what you remind me of.
Ah.
You are that guy.
Thank you.
Opening up books to reveal a dessert and just sit there, just,
Every time he goes to the toilet at home, his neighbours call the police. Someone's getting killed next door.
Dying.
every morning.
Everything all right, John? Yeah, it's the same old. Okay.
Every morning. No, we are telling you someone is dying over there.
It's getting worse and worse.
Please stop, man. I can't
All right.
breathe.
Yeah.
So
How are we still discussing this?
So I had to go to the hospital to get the
When did you do this?
early last year. I had to get, book it through the
I'm
hospital.
a bit hurt that you didn't feel to share
you
your
got an
balls
ultrasound.
story
I'm
with
surprised I
us.
didn't. I
Why
don't know
don't
why
you just go through like a clip, like one of those ultrasound?
Oh, no, the
clinics?
doctor told me
Just
to go
sit through
through,
hospital.
the Alfred.
Oh well.
I think because I was already like a patient there for so long. But, they basically sent me there.
Patient X.
But it was like a month.
I'm like,
I actually was because I had that unknown disease.
I was a patient there.
Oh,
Patient
Mr.
X.
Andrew, welcome back. Haven't seen you in a long time. How you going? Like everything all right now? Yeah, it's got a bit of
Robin?
Rob.
That's not
Did you get my Christmas card?
Patient X.
We have the regular sweets on hold for you.
Daniel still sexually harassing you? Yeah.
You know about the harassment, but you didn't do anything about it.
Jimmy, you lost 200 pounds.
You didn't report it. You just know about it. Continue, please.
Crazy old Larry down the hall still.
Before we get cancelled altogether, please.
All right, so it was a month between the appointment and my doctor's appointment and the actual scan.
And was the pain getting worse?
Yeah.
Did they give you anything in the meantime? Pain relief?
She
or
just
anything?
said take normal pain relief stuff.
One of those anal rings.
Were you slamming too
I'm
hard
trying to
down on the
insert
chair?
it. How does this work?
Were you sitting down too hard on the chair?
So,
Here's
here's the
John's
thing.
lost it. Andy's pointing.
During the 4 weeks that I was waiting for this scan to be done, right, I was like, let me take a step back and try and, like, backwards engineer this thing, okay? Let's try and find what I could be doing. It turns
I can
out...
already tell you what you were doing.
Tell me, go. Let's have a guess.
The very edge of his testicle was being grazed every time he sat down. Hard. Bang!
That's John's guess.
He was yanking it too hard.
That was my thought. I thought this part...
The fact that he thinks that himself, how much must there be?
Dude, I literally thought I was karate chopping on the way down every time.
It's like Naked Gun 33 and a third. It's kind of numb. I may have yanked it too hard.
What's your guess? Go. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm assuming something like that, man. Your posture.
All right. So I found out what it was. Called the doctor, told him to cancel the appointment. So every time I was sitting down, I would sit down. Yes,
Doc, we're
in a rush.
We're letting the dog sleep outside from now on. Well, that's the end of it.
No more peanut butter in the house.
Oh, and my missus left me. Continue.
So every time I sat down, right, I'll do a visual for you.
I can't.
So every time I sat down, I would sit down pretty aggressively.
Why?
I don't know. I just was.
I know. The one form of comfort you get is like sitting in a chair. He does it aggressively, like.
But it's the way I was sitting that was.
It was like a...
So what was happening was I would always do this. Right?
That's how I sit.
And I'd sit on my leg.
Yeah.
Why?
But every time I did that, and I did it so fast, and I was just so used to doing it, I was actually kicking with the back of my foot. I was kicking my ball on the way down without realizing. And I was bruising the hell out of it. I stopped doing that, and the pain went away. The swelling went away. Everything went away.
Why would you sit on your foot?
That's how I sit. That's a comfortable position for me, yeah. I did it for too long in one sitting that I've basically done like a muscle here where now I can't sit like that anymore
That's just a sign of getting old.
Yeah, but that's an age difference thing.
It's
Yeah,
like
that's
in
just a muscle
Acropolis
that's just
when,
tightens up so much.
You've overused it.
Yeah.
Craig McLaughlin.
Must be all those footy games.
Maybe.
Craig McLaughlin gets into an acting accident because he strained a muscle taking off his shirt. I've done it one time by accident. It was bad. It's fucking bad. Nevertheless, so that's the story you held back on from last year.
Yeah.
I can't believe we didn't know that.
I'm surprised.
I was mentally prepared to just lose the ball. I was like, whatever, at this point.
You can go with one, can't you?
You can, but like I said, you got to go on HRT. I'm pretty sure it's HRT.
What is that?
Hormone replacement there, because the test, it's something to do with hormones, and the fact that you're losing one, you have to.
You'll be imbalanced. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, but it doesn't change anything. You can still have kids.
Yeah, you can.
If you have enough.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like,
but I suppose there's just that danger of taking HRT then.
What's wrong with HRT?
There's a fairly good amount of research on HRT.
You realise I'm taking your word on this here, yeah?
No, I know this stuff as well.
I had to-
I've known this for a few.
I had to look into it from family members.
That just firms up the theory.
2 runs, don't make it right, Dim.
Dude, I'm completely confident now.
There is a...
Why do you doubt us so vehemently, Dim?
I tell this guy that I doubt his words. This guy, I looked into it as well. Oh, well.
Well, that's
Look into it yourself.
verified my claims.
The general surgeon.
I concur.
There's a risk to benefit huge way up between HRT. Like, obviously, every medication has some kind of risk, some kind of benefit, and if it outweighs, then you put it on the market. If it doesn't, then you take it away.
That's why there's all those like a lot of, here's not so much, but a lot of ads will say all the side effects as they're showing you the commercial of the drugs.
Yeah.
Strep throat diarrhea.
HRT is like a little bit more controversial because the rates of cancer acquisition after taking it have been quite high. Not like crazy high, but high in the sense of the risk versus the reward. So the reward's really good because people need it and they need to live normal lives with it. But the risk is like a 4 to 6% chance of developing cancer from it, which is pretty high in terms of like you taking it on a daily
But
basis.
when you consider the rest of our like lifestyles and diet, aren't we already shitting in the bed anyway?
Yeah, you're just adding in another factor to that, basically.
Which is a bit of a more increased factor.
Exactly.
So what would you do?
So, like, you know, like how, just purely for example's sake, okay, like everything around us, there's some sort of toxin in the air, whether it's brake dust, plastics, water with plastics, basically plastics.
Plastics with plastics.
Building material,
Yeah,
dust.
all that's in the air. So then, like,
Woolen jumpers with plastics.
yeah, so then it's like, okay, all those things, like on a micro level, can contribute towards some sort of lung cancer or something. But then, like, do you go ahead and, I don't know, like...
Didn't they say...
with the vape,
Dude.
not so much the vaping, because that doesn't cause cancer, but it can damage your lungs.
Like asbestos.
Yeah.
Didn't they say that we couldn't eat certain fish anymore because all the plastics that they'd...
Every fish in the ocean has microplastics in it. You can't get it. And
So how are we still buying fish?
every cloud in the sky that produces rain now is full of PFAs. You can't drink safely rainwater anymore.
Andy's the old man yelling at the cloud.
Just boil it.
You can't. PFAs don't die. They forever. They're forever chemicals.
Ever?
Ever.
No, wait. When you boil...
Ever?
Wait a second. When you boil water to remove toxins from it...
That kills microorganisms.
Yeah, you're killing bacteria.
how long do you have to let it boil?
Not long. I think it just needs to
10
come.
minutes?
Oh yeah, it just needs
At
to
least
come
5 to
to a
10
decent
minutes, yeah.
boil.
What about the condensation that collects at the top?
What about it? That's from plants.
No, what I'm saying is, you're saying that everything creates... rainwater now is filled with microplastics, yeah?
Well, it's forever. They're not microplastic, but they're forever chemicals. They're chemicals that, like, for example, plants will fumes and stuff go into the atmosphere and all that. And that's all collected. And those chemicals, usually most of them have a life cycle or a lifespan of X amount, right? We know that nuclear waste is like 25,000 years, for example.
Yeah.
It's a half-life of 25,000 years. These chemicals they never dissipate. They never get weaker. They never go away.
Just sitting there on top of your...
That's why when you...
on your jelly.
When you buy like pans, like cookware and stuff, it'll say like no PFAs, or when you buy
the
like
drink bottles.
and BPA, that stuff.
BPA, yeah.
So there's a bunch of different versions of the BPA, and so those things are forever. That's why you can't use them. You're not supposed to heat them up, and you're not supposed to really ingest them because they never go away. They are literally forever there.
It's like you're adding stuff into your body.
Correct.
That could already...
How did we manage to create something that never dies?
Oh, we fucked the planet for sure.
No, but like, how did it get to that?
Industrial Revolution,
Industrial Revolution, yeah.
No, but think about it, yeah? Everything comes from organic.
Because it's really cheap to create, so they manufacture super cheap. All that stuff that creates with BPAs,
Okay, what you're missing?
durable.
You're missing my point.
and it's cheap.
You're missing my point. Everything around you is organic, right? In its natural state, it's all organic. We're organic, yeah? Once we die, we get recycled. How did humans get to a point where they invented something that literally will never die?
Because they were looking for a cheaper way to make something.
Correct. Yeah.
And they made something that just can't go away?
Yeah.
Did they stop you? They only stopped asbestos because it was killing people.
Yeah.
Otherwise, that's dirt cheap to use.
Super dirt cheap, and it's viable, and a viable option besides killing people.
Asbestos is only...
Risk reward.
Asbestos. I picture this guy at the top of a CEO, Fortune 500 company, you know, boss, we could pull it in, but we made this place some pygmies out in Brazil. Boom. Get him out of here.
Someone on the bottom floor. One single cough. Evacuate the building.
No, but do you understand how nuts that is? Like,
Yeah, it's crazy.
the fact that we're biodegradable, but we're inventing shit that'll
That isn't. Yeah.
outlive human society ever.
Yeah.
Like, we're talking hundreds of millions of years when people have already been displaced off Earth, you know, living in satellite cities.
Long after we're gone.
Yeah,
It'll be around.
That's the legacy of mankind.
It'll be poisoning the waters and everything. The air, the water in the clouds.
I was watching something the other day that dealt with this specifically. I can't remember what it was.
The Gilgamesh will finally arrive. And they're like,
The Gilgamesh.
there's too many BPAs. Let's go. This planet is unsavable.
Unsavable! I don't know. For me, that in itself is insane. Like,
Yeah.
what were these people, when they were mixing chemical A with chemical Zyklon B, what the hell were they thinking?
How to make something cheaper.
When you mean something, you just mean
Anything.
something to manufacture.
A chemical that you can mix with other things to make it more durable, more stronger, faster, cheaper, easier. Everything that just you can make it more efficient is the priority there. It's not about what it's doing to people. And as long as in a short period of time you can claim that it doesn't harm people, it's fine. But over years of consumption, over years of abuse, it's in your clothes, like you guys said, it's in the detergents, it's in the everything you put it in. Over time, you get assaulted, and then by the time you come to like 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, people start developing weird shit that they think, well, why did I develop that?
That's
Or
probably
it's genetics.
It's probably why. Don't they say it's a large reason why there's a large increase of autism now because of microplastics?
Yeah. I mean, the cancer rates are becoming younger
Stuffing
and
around
younger
people's
too.
brains.
Yeah.
Development.
Well, it's changing DNA. It's literally altering DNA, which is ridiculous.
Aren't we coming up with ways to alter DNA? Like,
Yeah, in a lab, sure, there's a
tailoring
machine
it?
that does that, but that's
Yeah.
under a controlled environment. When you introduce a chemical that's literally harming your DNA, that's
so
a different
wouldn't
thing.
humans just? I'm just moving ahead here. Wouldn't you assume that humans are too arrogant in that sense to think, well, we'll just, liquid paper out the issues by altering DNA?
You're talking about the machine DNA? So, I mean, you're playing God. Because if you want a blonde-hair, blue-eyed kid, essentially now, as long as you have the money to pay for it, you can do it.
No, but what I'm saying is, okay, let's say microplastics and whatever cause autism. Mm-hmm. Isn't it in human nature to be that arrogant to say, well, we'll just iron that out in editing?
Yeah, it is. But again, you can. That's the,
Well, the thing is,
not everyone can.
I think I've already mentioned this once in the past, like a couple of years ago now. Basically, you do an MRI on I think it's a 3-month pregnant woman or 6-month pregnant woman, and the development for autism is already visible within the baby that's all still in.
What, 3 months?
Yeah, I think it's 3 or 6. I can't remember. Really? Yeah. And they can already tell you from then the baby's going to have autism.
3 months?
It's got
That
nothing to
seems
do
early.
with nothing to do with injections.
No,
vaccines,
he's
nothing.
right. Yeah. Because when my brother had the kid, they did it. They did the test. And I think it's
Just
about
under
3
an
months.
MRI, straight up under an MRI, and they can tell you straight away. It's just that autism starts to present at the ages when they start to get vaccines. So that's why there's that correlation. Well, that's why it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. Mentally, I still can't get over the fact that you've got people in labs that could wither away and die in a heartbeat, creating something that's going to be there forever, like eternity. Like seashells on a beach is just going to be plastics. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, one thing I did when I was over in Greece, I kept collecting shells, not shells. Most of the beaches that I went to in Greece were rocks, like pebbles and stuff. I kept collecting all these weird like shapes. I actually brought them back with me. So yeah, probably because I couldn't afford souvenirs. But anyway,
Just ride on them, Marrakesh. There you go. I got these at a market.
yeah, and I couldn't get my head around like how long are these fucking rocks?
Tiramisu.
I had a craving for tiramisu yesterday.
Yeah.
I went and bought some.
Oh, nice.
Ever since I started this stupid diet, it was like 11 o'clock at night on Wednesday, and I just got the smell of like that almond liqueur. You know what I mean? Like, what the hell is that smell? I went nuts. Like, I need tiramisu now. And I was even thinking about making it until I remembered that it's like a 10-hour process.
Until I remembered I can't.
It's surprisingly not that hard.
No. It's cream and biscuit.
Cream, egg whites, and coffee.
Yeah.
And the custard.
Yeah. So then yesterday, I said, nah, I'm treating myself. I'm going to go buy like a tiramisu. Went down to the deli in the cake shop in South Melbourne. I walk in, I'm like, hey, tell me you got tiramisu. Oh, we're just disappointing everyone today. Ah! I'm like, what do you mean?
I'll burn you down.
Yeah. Like, what do you mean? I finally worked up the nerve to come here. You got none? Yeah, no, we don't. I'm like, so I ended up going to fucking Ackland Street.
You'll pay.
Yeah.
Why didn't you just go to Logon Street?
From my drive, it's too far.
Oh, is it? I thought it was just around a corner.
Nah, do you know what it was? I couldn't be bothered going through the city.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
It probably would have been the same distance. I just couldn't be
I'm
bothered
a
with
bike
traffic.
man weaving.
I was in the car. I'm going to
There's your first mistake.
crush a tiramisu in my backpack.
Well, you're buying a whole tiramisu.
A full platter.
One tiramisu, please. You get a slice, yeah? One
What?
tiramisu,
I
please.
throw $100 down. That's not enough. Delete. But yeah, That fucking smell. I ended up buying one, and they even got disappointed then. They only had the little cups.
I was about to say, you didn't say if you got a whole one.
Nah, they had the little cups. I bought 2 of them.
I told you how I'm on the tiramisu mochi kick at the moment, yeah?
Not tiramisu, mochi yet.
Yeah. But tiramisu flavour mochi.
That can't be good for you.
Well, it's probably not, but I love it. It's just little bite-sized, stick it down the gob, and you're chewing for like 10 years.
Why do we do this? We spend so much time talking about how bad shit is for us, yet every time we come in, it's like,
Mochi's not bad for you, is it? Isn't it just like a bean or something?
It's just violent.
Mochi is made out of rice flour and sugar.
Oh, I'm not diabetic, so I'm all right. Not yet.
Give me another mochi!
Mochi's for all!
What the hell is that noise?
They try to justify in Japan. They try to justify by calling it daifuku, which is it's mochi, but they put a piece of fruit in the middle. They're like, yeah, it's a healthier version.
I did all my cultures and my blood tests. What was it, like 3 months ago? Everything came back even better than last year. I'm on a good kick here, dude.
Testosterone too low.
Yeah, that's all right.
I actually thought of you one more time when I was in
Oh, thank you.
I was in Lisbon. I got off the airplane after
Lisbon,
Morocco, and my stomach's like cramping. I don't need to go, but my stomach's cramping.
It's always when it's cramping.
No. I went to the
It just
toilets.
associates you with crap.
I went
Diarrhea.
To the, shut up. I went to the toilets at Lisbon Airport.
Ooh.
I walked in, pristine, but they actually had sanitizer and wipes and like all that shit set up in the cubicle for you.
Oh, nice.
I was going to say, would you feel confident using that?
Probably.
Knowing that there's sanitizer and wipes?
Probably. If it was a clean, like it looked well maintained, like the ones in Japan that I explained, they looked beautiful. They had the bidets and everything. Everything was super clean. Yeah, I can use that.
What?
It's an experience.
What would you have done if you were in my Mercy Dash situation?
I would have shat on the street.
Knowing you could get arrested.
I'd just squat in a corner somewhere. That
There is no. This is Marrakesh, dude. There are people everywhere.
Okay.
There is no.
I would have rather.
There's no like fucking corners anywhere
Is
to
there
hide.
CCTV though?
I don't know,
Probably not.
but there's people everywhere.
That's all right.
And
I don't speak their language.
dude, you would tower over everyone. You'd be like 50 kgs over everyone, at least half a foot taller. So there's this big white guy in the corner taking a dump. Like,
Just making eye contact with
you
everyone.
would get beat.
Hey, go on.
Yeah, like a political prisoner.
I'll be with you in a minute.
And like, it's a Muslim country here, so they're all about cleanliness.
Is there like sand and dirt on the ground, or is it roads or what?
No, paved roads. We're talking about Marrakesh. We're not talking about the desert.
Is there any a sewerage system that has an open?
I don't know, man.
You're thinking of Indiana Jones here, I think.
How so?
Just picture Indiana Jones.
I think you look just like me. I think you're picturing like John Wick 3 or
desert
something, and it's just like, like that TikTok video, like "Hello, my friend," and it's like the desert haze and all that.
Yeah, every time someone
That's a
pictures
stereotype, I
an Arab,
think.
a Middle
Right.
East
Yeah,
Arab thing, that is one of the best TikTok videos of all time.
Yeah.
I watched that into the ground just for that guy and his beard. You know what I mean? And that woman with the full burqa or whatever, she's just staring mysteriously. That's its quality. I completely forgot about that.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure I've still got it on my phone. Jesus Christ. I don't know. Man, I was looking at this list before. I'm like, I can't talk about this, man.
What can we talk about, Dim?
Speaking of Muslims,
Yeah.
Why?
I'll just point.
Why?
I'll point something out. So the Muslims I know, at least, right? They would rather have a cat over a dog because they say that dogs are dirty as hell. I've had both, right? And I've also been cat sitting for my neighbor, who's a super clean chick. She's like above clean, like freakishly clean, minimalistic person. Her cats are the same, she puts them in that environment.
It's like the cat bed, that's it. Nothing else in the house.
She
When
sleeps
do
on
you
the
sleep?
floor.
Yeah, that's it.
She's on the actual toilet, actually.
And one landline phone in the corner somewhere. not even on like a table or like a one empty pizza box.
I will say that I used to work with a bunch of dudes who used to say like my dog was dirty and stuff, and because I'd say like, oh, I might bring my dog to work or whatever, and they'd be like, no, you shouldn't bring it to work, it's dirty, and I was like, what the fuck is wrong? Like, you're an idiot. Anyway, and then they'd have a cat, right? Anyone who hasn't had both can go and fuck themselves because cats are so much more filthy, stink like fucking shit all the time than dogs.
I'm in the camp of your pet is fucking dirty. You shouldn't be mushing its face on your face. You shouldn't be sleeping with it, cuddle it up like a blanket, unless you're in a cave.
No,
and
but
you're
we're
starving.
talking about natural being.
Yeah.
On its own, you're not involved.
Yeah. You know what?
Cats versus dogs.
Do you know what the dog and the cat would be doing in their natural state? Running around in shit 24/7.
Running, yeah, exactly. Running from a bear.
And that's every time some idiot, I've said this before, some idiot pet owner is like, my pet isn't dirty. Do you wash your pet 3 times a day? Does it sit in a clean bed and not leave the house? Do you wipe its ass every time it takes a dump?
Yes.
Give me.
Yes, I do.
I trust you.
I do.
You're one of those sickos.
I vacuum her bed every day. She gets
No,
an
but
ass
I'm
wipe.
making a point.
Yeah.
Did your dog
Most
go
people
outside? Yes. It's dirty. I go outside and I get dirty, let alone something that stays 5
stay
centimeters
inside
off
and
the
you get
ground.
dirty.
Exactly.
I'm a dirty boy. What's on Netflix today?